Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome to Planet Alien. Welcome. Okay, so this is going to be my rant slash review slash talk of Riverdale 215. Okay, first let me start by saying this because when I posted, when I saw that picture of Veronica, the poster and stuff, I posted, I'm sorry that I'm not sorry because honestly, I didn't know the extent it was gonna go. I mean, I didn't know Ethel was gonna throw a milkshake on her, which I don't agree with that. I mean, that is mean. That's bullying. But like, I was okay with the poster because it's like, what does she expect? And I mean, it did fucking tell everyone that she knew the whole time. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not for bullying, and a lot of people are like, oh, I can't believe you actually are not sorry. Like, you're saying you're for bullying Veronica, and it's not that I'm for bullying Veronica. Like, I didn't know like they were gonna throw a milkshake on her and all that stuff. But I am for the poster. I'm not gonna lie. I am for the poster. I mean, I think people should know the truth. And the truth is, she knew about it this whole time and played everyone like fools, including her best friend Betty. So, I mean, so I wanted to say that real quick because, people were like, oh, you're for bullying and stuff. And it's not that I'm for her getting bullied. I'm just for that poster in general because it let everyone know that she's lying to you. She knew this whole time. And man, I was thinking when Josie agreed to do it, I was thinking, really, Josie, all it takes is some bribing and you're gonna do it. I was so upset. Like I was like, no, Josie, you can't endorse fucking Veronica. Don't endorse her, like don't. And then it turns out she gave Ethel all the information, and I'm not sorry. I'm not. I honestly think I would have did the same, and I think that's good for Josie. I mean, people should know because you know what? Even at the lunch table, oh God, Archie, he bugs me so much. I swear to God, I love Archie. I've loved him since season one, but right now I hate Archie, and I want Jug to like just deck him in the fucking face. You know, like what the fuck, Archie? Like, he changes with every fucking girl he gets with. Like, he's so stupid. Like, I'm sorry, but you're a fucking moron, Archie. Like, I can't even stand Archie. I don't even, oh. I swear to God, I am so disgusted with Archie. But like it's like when he got with Miss Grundy, he totally ruined his friendship with Jug. And then he made sure to make amends when Jug found out he was sleeping with the freaking teacher. Would he have made amends if he didn't find that out? I don't know, because Archie's a piece of shit bitch. Ugh, no, he's not. I love him. But let's be honest. Him with girls, it's like he's a different Archie. It's like Jesus, Archie. First you sleep with your teacher, which you know is wrong, but oh, I have feelings for her. Ugh. And then you're with Veronica, and it's like, now look at you. Like, who are you? You're not Archie Andrews, okay? You're not anybody I recognize or like. I honestly can't even stand to see him. Also, wait, what scenes of Archie and Betty did we get? I just realized it after watching the episode. They said we were getting scenes. So, wait. Let me back it up real quick. So, because Betty and Archie were standing next to each other, and because they didn't talk at the cafeteria table before she got hit with the milkshake. That means we got scenes? Yay! Wow. Okay, the first one involved Veronica and Jughead going at it, and of course Archie being a little bitch and saying, back off, Jughead. Oh, I hate Archie so much. Like, I don't understand. Like, he would not be doing this if he wasn't Veronica with Veronica. Like we have to like I realize it, and I think a lot of people realize it, but it's like Archie is not Archie anymore. Ever since he got with Veronica and got involved with her family, he's just been ugh. I mean, how can you go against your best friend and his home? I mean, they want to build a prison, a prison, a prison. Like, how does that sound like a good idea? Oh, it's going to give a ton of people jobs. Yeah, it's also going to put criminals super close to the kids. Is that what you want? So if we got some sexual predators, you're going to put them near some fucking kids? Oh, well, we're giving them jobs. Ugh. I think the prison thing is so fucking stupid. I would be totally against it. I don't like it. I'm not for it. I wouldn't even think about it, especially involving Hiram and Hermione. And you know what, Archie? Yeah, your mom's right. You don't know Hiram and Hermione like Fred and Mary do, okay? Like, God, Archie's such a freaking... It's like he doesn't have a mind of his own. He's easily fucking brainwashed in a way. Like, I understand he's doing this of his own free will, but it's like, why? Like... I swear to God, I hope that Hiram's the one who had his dad shot, because I, I'm not saying that I'm going to enjoy Archie finding out, but I'm not saying I'm not going to enjoy it either, because I would be for it. Like, like, no, sorry. But it's serious. Like, I hope Archie just keeps being like his little lapdog, Hiram's lapdog, and then finds out that Hiram ordered Tallboy or someone to actually kill Fred. But thankfully he didn't kill him, but he did shoot him. So please let that come true, please, because that would just, I'm sorry, Archie, but that would just, the look on his face when he found that out, I would just be like, you still up his butt now, huh? I was about to say higher, but Archie. Like, hold on. It's just, I've always loved Archie since season one, but I've always been, I identified myself as Jughead more out of the whole entire, like, group. I would say I'm such a Jughead. I'm a Jughead Jones. If I took the test, I feel like I would come out Jughead Jones. Like, I just completely relate to Jughead. I'm completely on the same brain wave as him, wavelength, I guess, or whatever you want, wavelength, you want to say. Um, so I've always very much identified with Jughead, but I've always loved Archie because I love Archie, I really do. And it's not really because him and Betty, because I love Archie and Betty, it's just because I've loved him since season one. But it's like now, I honestly can't stand him. Oh my god, when he cut the chain, I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. Like, I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand. Archie has no fucking loyalty to his friends at all. Like, seriously. You've known Veronica for what? Not even a full fucking school year? And you're just doing everything for her and her family. Like, I understand, like, oh, he thinks this is a good idea because his dad got shot. Like, how does having criminals super close to your town help with keeping criminals away from your town? I mean, how does building a prison because it's going to bring jobs that means it's good for Riverdale? Like, oh, okay. So you want your kids growing up across from a fucking prison? Like, I mean, ew, that's so I mean, you have South Side and North Side. Why would you want to take one side and make a prison out of it? And then you have the other side that's just a normal town, but there's a prison on the other side. I mean, does this honestly sound like a good idea to any of you? Like, I think it sounds so fucking stupid. Plus, Hiram's behind it. I mean, of all people. Oh, and when Reggie said to Veronica, about her dad being the first inmate there, I mean, oh, that was mean. No, honestly, I would have hit him too because if he was going off about my family, I would have just fucking decked him, which she knocked him out. But big surprise there. But the good for her. But what like what did she expect? Like I can't. Okay, I'm not saying I'm for the milkshake, and I'm not saying I'm for bullying. But I mean, what do you expect? I mean, your family is doing shady ass shit, and they weren't even gonna tell the people about it. They only told them because Jughead found out, and he would have told everyone. That's the only reason they led with, "Oh, we're gonna build a prison." They never would have told anybody until probably after she won for mayor, and then they would have built the prison and been like, see, I made Riverdale better. Ugh, I hate, oh my god, like, I am just so disappointed in Archie. Like, I don't understand Archie. I don't understand, like, how, I can't even be, like, honestly, I I can't stand Archie right now. I can't stand him with every fiber of my being. I can't. Even though he helped his dad get out of his contract by betraying his best friend again. I mean, you know what Jughead does? You know what, Archie? You don't deserve Jughead as a friend. Archie doesn't deserve Jughead as a friend. I'm sorry. I'm just saying the truth. Like, I love Archie. I do. But right now, I can't stand him. I mean, God. Like, you're so pathetic. You're such like a lapdog for Hiram. And yeah, you think this is like a good plan because somehow it helps with like what happened with your father, which makes no fucking sense. I mean, I'm sorry. I think the prison idea is stupid. I think it's stupid that Archie chose Hiram over his own fucking dad. Like, oh, and I'm so happy that he found out now that Fred's running for mayor. So what are you gonna do, Archie? Like, ugh, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna betray his dad like he did Jughead? Like, oh my god, when he cut that, and then he pushed Jughead. Like, if I would have turned around, I would have been like, you little Man, if I was Jughead, I would have decked him in the face. But Jughead doesn't want to fight his best friend because Jughead actually has loyalty. Jughead actually cares, whereas Archie chooses Hiram. And then it's like FP threatening to hit him, like, don't, please do. No, no, I know he can't because then he'd be in jail. But, I mean, he Archie should get fucking hit. Like, like, and how did he get people to follow him? Like, Reggie was, like, not on board, so, like, how did he get the others? Like, like, I can't even stand Archie. But when he cut that chain, I was just, God, he's such a lapdog. And then at the cafeteria table, like, I, he didn't even know she knew at the time about, like, she knew about what they were doing with Southside High, but he didn't know that at the time. And yet, he still defended her because he knew that she knew, because he could figure it out, which anybody looking at her could say, you did know, didn't you? Because you took a little while and then you let your boyfriend fucking defend you. Oh, back off. You know what? Oh, I hate Archie. Like, what the? Really, writers, like, Archie gets with the girl and her family, and suddenly he sucks. Like, he's a horrible character. Like, I love Archie, and I will continue to love him. But right now, I can't stand him. And it sucks that he's involved in all this because of a girl. Like, he's so weak-minded, it feels like. Like, I know he's choosing to do this with Hiram, but how can you choose this over your dad, over your best friend, over your other best friend who's dating your other best friend? Like, how can you, like, I don't understand that. And it's like, that's why I'm glad that the poster did come out, even though I honestly did not see Josie being the one telling. Like, I thought Josie was honestly going to endorse her, and I was like, no. But she told. I'm sorry, but I honestly am happy. I'm not saying she deserves to be bullied, but then again, you know what? I'm so sick of Veronica sexualizing everything. Like, even Ethel said it, which good for her. Which, I mean, Ethel, you know, like, she did help you with Chuck, but then again, it's like, you also, your family also destroyed her family, and her dad tried to commit suicide, so, I mean, I think that outweighs helping her with Chuck. But, yeah, like, so I'm not for, like, the milkshake and all that. I'm not for her getting bullied, but I am for the poster and people finding out that she did know this whole time. I am for that because Betty needed to hear that. Or read it, anyways. Because Betty needs to know that Veronica has been playing you. Like, you think she's your best friend, and she is. And in her mind, she doesn't think it's bad, but she does. I don't know what the fuck goes on in her mind. But, I mean, Betty, I was thinking, like, Betty cannot be her co-president. Like, no. Which I knew that, of course, she's not going to, because I seen, like, I think it was episode 17, yeah, where Veronica had the team for Archie, meaning her, oh, God, Veronica and Archie. I can't stand these two people. Okay, anyways, and then Betty and Jughead. Betty and Jughead, vote here, vote here, vote here, vote here. Like, honestly, like, man, if I love Archie and Betty, but Archie, he's making me like that Jughead and Betty are together. No, not really, but he could be. I mean, I thought about it. I was sitting there and I was like, could I ship Betty and Jughead? And it's like, no, I can't. Sorry. Like, I mean, I can handle them on screen, but I don't ship them. I can't. I just love Archie and Betty, even though I hate Archie right now. Like, oh, he's ugh. Like, let's be honest. If he wasn't with Veronica, none of this would be happening. If he was just friends with her, this wouldn't be happening still. Because he wouldn't be at her house all the time, you know, like, oh, it drives me nuts. Archie's so weak-minded. Like, the writers are making him such a piece of shit. Backstabbing, no fucking loyalty. Oh, to Hiram. Woohoo! Woohoo! God, I hope he finds out that Hiram had someone shoot his dad. Like, please, writers, let Hiram be behind Fred's shooting. Let it, please. Let me just see the look on Archie's face when he finds out that the person he's been following around like a little doggy had his dad shot. Because that's what he keeps bringing up. That's why he's so for the prison. It's like, oh my God. It's like everything went downhill because of the Black Hood. Not because of fucking other shit. Like, ugh. Like, ugh. I'm so pissed. I'm sorry. I know, but it just, Archie really gets me. But aside from Archie, let's talk about Cheryl and her fucking Oh my god, her fucking family's so fucking bizarre and nuts and crazy and creepy. Like, okay, Claudius is creepy, but nothing compared to Chick. I mean, Chick is a fucking weirdo. Like, he's a lunatic. I mean, I, okay, so I said in my last video, like, he's not the brother. Maybe he knew the real brother, but I didn't really think about when she said, like, it doesn't match up, the DNA. I was thinking she meant in general, like, none of the DNA matches, but I didn't think about, oh, she's just doing it for Blossom Blood, and he's not going to be the father. I mean, he's not going to be the son of Hal, which, if he's not the son of Hal, and Alice said FP's not the father, who else would be? Let's be honest. Unless you had like a one night stand, which I don't see it being possible. I see FP being the dad. But if she knows or thinks there can be a little chance that he is, don't you think she'd want her daughter to stop sleeping with his son? Because even though they're not really related, well, yeah, they're not related, but it's weird. I mean, if you find out that your half brother, is also the half brother of your boyfriend, it's kind of weird. It's really weird. But I'm guessing we don't find that out, or if we do, it doesn't affect Betty and Jughead because apparently by the season finale, their fans are still going to be very happy with Bughead, and it's like, this makes no sense. Like, how does the triangle start in episode 19? Like, how did. Clearly, the triangle doesn't start in episode 19, because clearly we're not getting the triangle until probably season 3, because nothing's making sense. Like, Bughead fans. Oh, sorry. I don't know who that is. Bughead fans are going to be very happy with the season finale. So clearly they're not broken up. So like this, I don't know where the show's going with, because like it's not making sense. So it's like, yeah, I mean, but we heard that the triangle's going to start in episode 19, but maybe I guess it's not going to start till season 3, or maybe it starts, but not really. I mean, it just takes another step forward instead of backwards. I don't know. Like, I'm so confused. Like, I just think, I mean, I don't understand why. I'm tired of hearing that we're getting scenes of Archie and Betty. Not that I'm upset that they're not having scenes together, because honestly, this episode was frustrating enough that I wasn't even thinking of Archie and Betty having scenes. But it was after I watched it, I realized that the guy, I even made a video about this, he said that there was going to be Archie and Betty scenes, and I assumed it was going to be them talking about Veronica or Jughead or what's going on, but there was no scenes. I mean, they were sitting at the lunch table together. They didn't talk. I mean, Jughead was going off on Veronica, and Veronica was going on Jughead, and Archie was, of course, right there. Oh, back off. And then they were standing next to each other at the kissing booth, like, yay. Like, I don't get how this is supposed to be scenes because they're standing next to each other. Don't tell us we have scenes unless they actually talk to each other, just one on one, because we still haven't got that. Like, I just. Oh, that's what I want to say. Veronica's sexualizing everything. First off, I mean, let's not forget, because this is one of the main things that really turned me off from Veronica and Archie, is when she got into the shower with Archie, season 2, episode 1, after his dad was shot and he was cleaning off the blood. I'm sorry, but to comfort him, you give him sex in a shower while he's cleaning off blood. It's really disturbing and gross. Like, I just think you look at everything, and it's like you look at every problem and think, what can I do sexually to fix it? Like, that's what I kind of feel like. But it's like she then has she's running for student body president, and it's like she's giving a kiss on the cheek and cupcakes, and it's like, can you maybe just give cupcakes? Do you have to sexualize everything? Like I said, Ethel even said it, and it's fucking true. Like, do you have to sexualize everything? And then I get that she's trying to make amends, and I do love Veronica, and I know she's not a bad person, but at the same time, she was playing her friends, except for Archie. Well, she was at the time. Of course, he don't care anymore because, of course, he's a little bitch. But she was playing her friends. I mean, God, it's mind-boggling to me. But yeah, I just hate that she sexualizes. Like, seriously, like, oh, you get a kiss on the cheek and a cupcake all the way from New York. Like, why do you have to kiss anybody on the cheek? Like, you're that desperate. Like, seriously, you're that desperate. Really? Like, Veronica sexualizes, like, everything. It's, oh, Betty and me kissed. Okay, let's have sex. Oh, we had a fight. Let's have sex. Oh, my dad got shot. Let's have sex. Oh, I want to win student body president. I'll kiss you on the cheek. Like, dude, like, Veronica, keep it in your fucking pants, dude. Like, calm down, okay? Like, God, like, I mean, I'm not, like, but yeah. Uh, Also, Cheryl and Tony, oh my God. I'm sorry this is so long, but I mean, this is a very frustrating episode. Like, oh my god, Archie, I would like to I would deck Archie in the face. Like, I want to go to the writers and say, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what the fuck? Like, he is such a piece of shit. Like, Archie has no loyalty to Jughead whatsoever. At all. I mean, none. Like, when he cut that thing, I can still see it in my head, and I'm just so pissed. And when he pushed Jughead, I was like, whoa, whoa, okay, he's leaving. Don't fucking push him, Archie. Like, ooh, I'd like to fucking push Archie into a lake. No, okay. Which also, they're gonna find the car, and I'm guessing the phone next episode, which I already knew that was gonna happen, because I knew it was gonna come back to bite them in the ass, but the body would be gone by now. So they don't have no body or evidence of foul play. And I'm pretty sure all the DNA in the car and on the cell phone would have washed away by now, so they're not going to have any fingerprints. So they don't really have any. Oh no. They don't really have anything to connect the Coopers or the Jones. But there was that officer who saw the car and said if it's not moved by the time she gets back, she's going to give it a ticket. And Jughead is the one who said that's his car. So therefore, she can come out and say, well, I seen that car in front of the Cooper's house. And Jughead Jones said it was his car. And Betty Cooper was right there. And so, yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. So, things are going to get bad. Like, wait. Yeah, you know what? Ew. How does Chick know things? Like, did he, like, okay, Chick was just guessing about Betty and Jughead, but isn't it weird how he guessed it and it happened like just recently? Like, ew. Like, isn't it weird how he seemed like I don't know, he's just really creepy. Like, I don't know what his deal is. Like, oh Betty, you're scaring me. Bitch, she was the one who was helping you in the beginning, and then you were the one who was fucking like a freak. Like you were acting all fake and crying and like oh my god. When Betty's like, I take down bad men, it's like, oh shit. And I mean, he tattled about the fucking lighter. Like, what a little baby. Like, grow the fuck up. How old are you? 25? Like, wow, you don't act it at all. Like, apparently, he's afraid Betty's gonna ruin his plans because he already got rid of Hal and Polly. So now it's just Betty and Alice. And who says he needs Betty when he has Alice? Then all the focus will be on him, which I'm guessing is what he wants. And it's like, he's like, oh, I could call the cops and stuff and tell them because I didn't touch the body or nothing. And it's like, see, this is probably why he did this, so he'd have something to hold up over their heads so they can't do anything. Check, 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 check. Like, okay, anyways, Cheryl and Tony, like, oh my god. Cheryl and Tony, I am so in love with them. I'm so in love. Like, Cheryl is so in love with Tony. Okay, not love, but she is, like, totally digging Tony. I know I said that. She is. And Tony, of course, is digging her. And they're. Oh, I feel bad for Cheryl. Like, damn, how many times is she gonna get this shit into the stick? I mean, her brother's killed by her dad, then his dad supposedly hangs himself. Um, oh, sorry, something like fell. Oh, creepy. Um, yeah, and then she tries to kill herself, and she almost gets raped by Nate. Like, wow, Cheryl goes through a lot, an awful lot, like when you think about it. Like, yeah, she's not always the nicest person, but she doesn't deserve what she's getting. Like, now, oh my god, when she was in, like, oh god, if I was her, I would have been shouting from the rooftop, my mom and my uncle, who is now wearing my dad's clothes, my dead dad's clothes, are the ones who are trying to kill my nana. Like, she lived, thankfully, but how long until she dies this time? Because, I mean, but it's like, oh my god, like I would be shouting it because I would be like, people know that something is going on. If something happens to me, know that I am not leaving of my own accord, that they're forcing me, that they killed me or whatever. Which she did not. I mean, she was about to tell the doctor, which she took long enough to say something, and it's like, damn, just yell it, like, help me, they're killing me, like something. Like, I would not have gotten in the car with her mom, like, fuck that. I would be like, get off me. But yeah, and then oh my god, her mom has her locked up and is trying to have her like oh, okay, maybe the creepy one is that fucking nurse nun person like oh Miss which Nun Woodhouse or whatever she said is here to help you, and it's like oh my god, like okay, like they're gonna try and get the gay out of her, the bisexual out, like oh my god. Oh my god. I am so frustrated. Like, I can't. I feel so bad for Cheryl, but thankfully, Tony's there. Oh shit. Tony's there, so Tony knows something's going on because that makes no sense why she knows Cheryl's not going to just go to boarding school and shit like that. Makes no sense in the middle of the fucking night. Um, so thankfully for Tony, she's gonna be like, I think she's of course next episode. I think something's wrong with Cheryl. Like they have her somewhere where they have her fucking locked up at the Sisters of Mercy where Polly was, and they're fucking giving her drugs to make her sleep, and they're gonna try and do these conversion therapy shits to get the bisexual gay out of her. Like, oh my god, I swear to God, what the fuck, like. Like Cheryl is gonna be so fucked up after this. No, hopefully they get her out really soon. But it's like her mom and like I can't even believe like her mom like you think she has some kind of humanity in her sometimes, but she really doesn't apparently. Like apparently her daughter is not important to her at all. Like her only child left is nothing to her because money's more important because Claudius like what are you getting with his fucking your dead husband's brother now? Like, ew. Penelope's disgusting, okay? Like, ugh. Like, I just would have yelled, they are trying to kill me. They are trying to kill my Nana. Look at what happened to her. Who do you think did it? They did. They did. Like, I would have been screaming it. I would have been letting everyone know because as soon as I disappeared, then they'd be like, wait. After she said all this, suddenly she's gone. That would make no sense. Like, ugh. Oh, I hate Penelope. And Claudia's like, ew, and he's wearing the dead dad's clothes. Like, that's so weird. Like, how is he just standing there? Like, oh my god, he's so fucking creepy. Like, not really creepy, but it's like, it's creepy. Okay, it's creepy because someone's trying to get inside her room, and it's like, I would be like freaking the fuck out. I'd be sleeping with a knife under my pillow. I don't know. I'd be doing a lot of shit. Like, I don't blame her for having people stay over. I'd be terrified to stay in my house. I wouldn't want to stay in my house at all. I wouldn't want to sleep. I wouldn't want to stay there. I would, if I did stay there, I'd lock the door. I'd put a chair in front. I'd put a fucking bell so if anybody did open my door, I could hear the bell go off. I'd have like a knife under my pillow. I would be super prepared. I mean, you can't even feel safe in your own home. Like Betty, she doesn't feel safe in her own home because of Chick, which is understandable because Chick is fucking nuts. Like, I don't understand where Chick is. Like, I don't know. Chick is fucking nuts. But it's like, it's, it's just like, I don't know. Like, this episode was just so frustrating. And when Mary told off Archie, I loved it because she's like, I'm not going to sit here and listen to you disrespect your dad. Because you know what? His dad is such a good guy. And it's like, yeah, he got him out of the contract, but by betraying his best friend. And I don't think his dad would have wanted him to do that at all or helped Hiram at all. Like, God, I just can't stand Archie right now. Like, Archie's, and then it's like, I hate Hermione and I hate Veronica and I hate how they use their connections and their money to try and get people to vote for them or try and get people on their side. And it's like, not everything can be bought, which, I mean, we saw with Josie. Yes, I love when she did that. Like, thank you. Like, I'm not saying, like, I know people will be like, oh, that's not cool. She was getting bullied and you're okay with it. I'm not okay with everything before that, but I am okay with people knowing that she did, in fact, know everything that was going on months before this was announced. I am for that because people should know the truth. Just like Betty needed to find out the truth so she could cut ties with Veronica because she can't trust her, which is understandable. I wouldn't be able to trust her either. I mean, you were totally making a fool of us when you made it seem like nothing was going on, like you had no idea, but you did, and Betty's your best friend and you lied straight to her face. And Jughead's her boyfriend. Of course she's going to be on Jughead's side, especially when she doesn't think this is right. Like, I am a Southside. I am officially. I am a Southside person. I am a Southside serpent. I am totally with Jughead. If I was in the show, I would be right next to Jughead, and I'd be like, that's what I'd be like. I'd be like, fuck you all. Like, I just can't stand Archie right now. He has no loyalty whatsoever. Like, I just don't understand how he doesn't seem to care at all that he's doing this to Jughead. Yeah, at first he was against doing it, like cutting things, but then it's like, oh well, if you show your loyalty, Hiram, by helping my dad, then I'll do it and stuff. But it's like, what about your best friend? Like, you really suck, Archie. Like, the writers, he sucks with women. Like, he really does. He gets with a woman, and it's like he basically like severs his best friend's ties. Like, I mean, he him and Jughead weren't talking. Uh, and then him and Betty, they were not against each other, but at odds because she wasn't like okay with him sleeping with the teacher, which no one should be. But it's just like he has no loyalty to Jughead, and Jughead has all the loyalty to him. Like, Jughead would do anything for Archie. And it's like, Archie doesn't care that they're destroying Southside but if this was the North Side, then it would be a different story, wouldn't it? And it's like, well, if they're just doing it to the South Side, why would they buy Pops? Why would they need Pops? Who's to say they don't knock that down next? I mean, they take over one town, or one side of town, who's to say they're not going to take over the other side? And it's just, I don't understand anyone who would want a prison by their kids or by their school to kids or by them at all. I wouldn't want a prison even if it's on the other side of town. I still don't want a prison near me that close. I mean, who would want a whole side of the town to be a prison? Like that's just sounds so stupid. And it just sounds like bullshit to me. And Hiram and Hermione clearly have something more up their sleeve. Like, oh, I hate them. I hate the lodges, and I hate Archie right now. And he's a piece of shit. And it's like I can't wait now that his dad's running for mayor. What's he gonna do? Like, I'm guessing. Well, he made a blood oath, so he's gonna stay by Hiram. But like, how can he do that when his dad's running for mayor? Like, hmm, Archie got himself in a sticky web, and yet he still keeps pushing his head further and further up Hiram's ass. Like, Archie, like, can you maybe, like, not be brainwashed? Like, you're so easily brainwashed, and it's like, oh, you're in love with Veronica, so of course that helps. And I'm not saying he's being forced to do all this. I know he's doing it of his own accord, like, of his own choice. But it's like, if he wasn't with Veronica and he wasn't so involved with her family, none of this would be happening. If Veronica wasn't around, none of this would be happening. Like, since the lodges came, they there has been nothing but problems. Nothing but problems. And I mean lies and shady shit going on and backstab. Like, they are just not good people. I'm sorry. They're not. I mean, they're so manipulative. Like, I hate it. Did I say that? Manipulative? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so I'm sorry this is so long. Like I'm just so frustrated. I can't stand Archie right now and Veronica. And yes, I'm not for bullying, but I am for, like I said, them finding out that she knew because people need to know that she knows. Because I'm tired of her playing the I had no clue card and bribing people and trying to get people to vote for her. And it's like, no, okay? You need to open your eyes, okay? Like, no, this isn't how it's gonna work. People aren't gonna just, oh, yay, Veronica, we love you. No, people need to know the truth. I would want to know the truth, especially, like I said, if I was Betty, because, I mean, you can't trust your best friend. Who can you trust? Like, I wouldn't be able to trust Veronica either if I found this out. I mean, she played them for so long, and I mean, Jughead and her are friends, so it's like she, of course, is betraying her friend. Like, this is his home. I mean, and then yeah, there's going to be housing for them, but it's like, who wants to live above a prison? I mean, you want to go outside and look at all the inmates? Like, I just, I'm so upset. And Andy Cohen being on the show, boo freaking who? I don't care. Like, no offense, but I don't care about him. And honestly, you could tell he was acting or whatever because he just, I don't know. It was just stupid. Like, ah. Okay, that's it, guys. Sorry. That's all I'm gonna go on about because it's still. Anyways, but I do want to say this: I am Team Jughead right now, and well, always actually. Team Jughead. I love Archie. But right now, I can't even stand him. I can't even stand to see him. I can't even stand to hear him talk. But yeah, I am on Jughead's side completely. Like, I'm against Archie and Hiram's fucking pack and their fucking plan. Like, I'm not for that, okay? Like, what really gets me is this is a 16-year-old boy, and yet he already knows that two people have been killed because of Hiram, and it just doesn't seem to phase him at all. Like I just don't understand. Like how does he not have a heart? Like how does he not care? Like he literally is helping a guy who murders people who do him wrong, and it's like who's to say he want to do the same to you? Like it's so like okay, if he's not the one who had his dad shot, I'm gonna be so disappointed because I feel like it is like he will do anything to hurt the people who have betrayed him. He did it to Nick. He did it to that Papa guy. He did it to well the other Andre did it to the other kid. Um he shot I mean like Archie seriously like I okay, like I understand he might be for the prison plan, but how is he okay with people just getting killed from Hiram because of Hiram. Like that's just cool. Like that's okay. Like isn't that kind of like the Black Hood? So you're saying the Black Hood is cool because he was killing people, but you didn't seem to like that. So why do you like Hiram killing people? Like he just doesn't seem to care that Hiram's not a murderer per se because he has other people do it, but he's a murderer, and yet that's way overlooked. And instead, he just, oh, I like his prison idea. It will help the town, and it's like I just don't understand how it will because it gives jobs to people. Yeah, it also makes one side of town into a prison with a bunch of inmates who could be sexual predators, murderers, all kinds of creepy, disgusting shit. So, I mean, and yeah, it's not happening to the north side yet, but I just don't understand anybody who would want to have on one side of the town a whole prison. Like, it's just weird. I don't care how far away you live from it. I wouldn't want one side of my town, even if I didn't live close, even if I didn't live there, to be a prison. It would just be so bizarre. Like, a whole side of town. Like, I'm sorry, it's not under. I'm so fucking frustrated. No, but yeah, so I just had to say that. I can't I'm see. I'm guessing we don't find out if Chick is FP's son for a while because I mean, I feel like, well, I guess Betty and Jughead would still date if they found out, but it's like maybe we find out, but Betty and Jughead don't find out. But it's like I don't know because Chick has to be FP's son. Who else son? Who is he gonna be like? Unless she had a one night stand, which I doubt it. I think it's FP's. But yeah, so I'm excited to see if he is really FP's, and I'm excited for FP to find out. Maybe that's what they're talking about in the school hallway. I think next episode because there was a picture. I think maybe it's next episode or Episode 17. There's a picture of them in the school hallway. So maybe that has something to do with Chick and maybe FP confronting her. No. Okay. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm sorry this was so long. It's just this episode was so frustrating, and I can't with Archie. I mean, God. Okay. So yes, I did love this episode, but I'm just really upset about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and yes,